The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Minnesota Vikings. Ready to go now. Stephen Gostkowski for the Patriots as we are off and running in Foxborough. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. Cousins now. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Cousins gives way to Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Cook. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
First down, Minnesota.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Patriots' 39-yard line.
Check, check. Watch the before. Watch the before. He's tired of you.
Gun.
Mike 5-4.
Now Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. Cook straight. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's got room. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 41 yards on the ground. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Brady a quick throw out to Edelman. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're scoreless after 1.
Wait, 20. Go Bandit. Let's go.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Sugar.
Shotgun now for Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
2nd down and goal. Brady. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line.
Hey, check.
Gun.
Check 15.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On 3rd down, Cousins. Incomplete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And he will get the 1st down as he's up to the 20-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Partner, do we have a medic here? Can I get a cold compress from my head right now? Watching these play calls, I know that they're in the red zone, but he's in his own red zone, not the opposite red zone to decide to go for it. How did this happen?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Wait, 53.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Regular.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Wait, set. Wait, Eddie!
Check 55 to Mike.
You must be dreaming.
No. Off.
Goal 50.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 13-year man puts it through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And Diggs has it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Cousins now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Patrick Chung, got a hand in, knocked it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's got the first down here inside the 30. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department, as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Again, it's Michelle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. On third down, Michelle. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 30. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. Brady's throw there complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow His defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Now Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. On the carry, it's Cook. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton there to swallow him up.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Crunch time, defense.
On first down, Michelle. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Wait, that's 53. Go Bandit. Come on. You better. Hey, Alabama.
And it's Michelle once again. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
I got you.
72.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Wait, that. Wait, Eddie.
Check. Watch 54. Hey.
Ozzy.
Mike 5-4. Let's go.
Hey, check it.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. Cook with a first down and much more. And down right around the 37. That one good for 37 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Little pitch and catch here to Rudolph. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
Gun. Gun.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. First down, here's the run with Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Out of time. It's out of time.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Kyle Van Noy in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go. At their own 39-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
53.
Check line 54. Line 54. Everyone's pretty quiet. Everyone's pretty quiet. Hey, check 66. Pull it high.
They'll look to throw. Caught by the tight end, Watson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll run with White. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, come on now. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Catch it. Go.
That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
He'll look to throw. It's caught. This is White. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. It's complete. James White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Extra point good by Gostkowski. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots are close to finishing off this football game. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Oh, able to avoid him. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win all those things accomplished.